Hello everyone on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining the Stock Martin channel. I have a great show for you today. We're going to talk about 3 alternative EV stocks that are going to do great things in the next few months and in the next few years. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please give me that thumbs up so this will share with other YouTubers out there, and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can get all my other videos. But without further ado, I wanted to get started and talk to you about these 3 stocks that I'm going to be mentioning. The article that I wanted to talk to you about today, NIO, Xpeng, and Li Auto, and these are the 3 alternative electric car stocks compared to Tesla. Before I go into these electric vehicles, it's very important to understand the electric car industry and when we're going to go in the future. So the global automobile market is undergoing a huge change, a historical change. It's how Kathy Woods says it's a disruptive innovation change. Electric vehicles are slowly and will be replacing the gas and petroleum-based vehicles just because it's cleaner for the environment and cleaner for our future. And a lot of governments are starting to get on board with this and starting to give a lot of incentives on these vehicles. And you're going to start seeing the sales increase definitely, which has been seen with Tesla in the past few years, especially in the past year. This article mentions that in the year 2019, China was the world's largest electric vehicle market. It sold 2.3 million electric vehicles, which is nearly half, or about 45% of all global sales. By contrast, Europe sold about half of that at 1.2 million, and the United States sold 1.1 million electric vehicles in that year. This is slowly and surely increasing, and it will be increasing a lot faster and more exponentially in the future. Now in this slide, we see the 3 different companies I'm going to be talking to you about, the 3 different stocks. The first one being NIO. It's been out for 32 months since its listing, and it has the most vehicles on the road in China at this time. In April of this year, NIO has actually passed the 100,000th mark, and currently they have an estimated 102,803 cars on the road right now in China. If you compare that to Xpeng, they've been on the months of listing as 9 months, more than half of that is 61,800 vehicles on the road. And Li Auto has been out for 10 months with about half of NIO's, about 51,700 vehicles on the road. And this is just gradually and definitely will exponentially start increasing in the months and especially in the future to come. Now, if we look at the electric vehicle market and the amount of vehicles sold, in the year 2020, last year, we had 3.2 million electric vehicles sold. And currently there are 10.9 million vehicles, electric vehicles in circulation right now. If we compare that to the year 2010, which we only had 17,000 total electric vehicles in circulation. So you can see that this is a huge exponential increase, and it will continue to increase. It is expected in the year 2027 that we will have $1.2 trillion estimated future value of the EV market, which is going to be huge potential for stocks and stock prices from here on out. So moving forward, we're going to talk about the 3 top alternative EV stocks to Tesla. The first company I'm going to be talking to you about is my favorite. It's NIO. Its ticker is NIO. And NIO has been out for the last few years, since 2014 of November, and it is focused on design, production, and marketing of high-end electric vehicles. It has started with 3 main-based SUVs that are considered luxury now. They also have very innovative and cutting-edge technologies in connectivity, autonomous driving, and the first artificial intelligence inside the vehicle. But NIO has become quickly a favorite with investors because of its huge productions and its distributions of its electric vehicles on the roads in China. In the year 2019, the company reported $1.15 billion in total sales, which is a 50% increase on year over year. And its first production line it launched was in 2018, and it made the luxury SUV the ES8 model. NIO has just received great news, which is a big catalyst for its stock, is that it's going international starting in European Union, and it will debut in Norway, and it will be producing the ES8 model there. Starting next year, they will be making the luxury sedan called the ET7 as well. And it's only expected that their volume of production of their EV vehicles will continue to grow. And now that they're going international, these numbers are going to be a lot bigger, as most recently they have also confirmed of a new production of a new factory that will be producing 20,000 electric vehicles per month starting next year in 2022. This article mentions that over the next 2 or 3 years, the company is preparing to enter the European market, which has the highest growth market for electric vehicles. And as you saw, it was second to China. And hopefully after that, in the next maybe 3 years or so, United States, I think, will follow suit. Now, next I wanted to talk about their stock. NIO stock in the past day has been trading at $46.91, and it was pretty much trading sideways. If we go back in the past 5 days, we've received a 3% gain. But if I go back 1 month, you see a definite, really nice increase in their stock, with a 1 month increase of 41.5% on their stock. Their lowest value on this chart was $33.46 back on May 19th, and they have really nicely gone up. And you can see the beautiful line of regression just steadily increasing, which is really nice to see and very refreshing. NIO has very big potentials, as you can see in the past 6 months. On February 10th, we've had a big correction and a crash actually in the EV market sector and the technology sector. And we are starting to see this nice run up from the low. And as you can see, the past line of regression, this recent line of regression is beautifully increasing. Let me scroll this up so you can see it better. But as you can see, the line of regression is nicely increasing, which has received a 49% upside since its low back on May 13th. I think NIO is a great company to invest in long term, and I think you're going to see really nice gains, especially with all the catalysts out there. It's a very innovative company that has so many different innovations in its battery technology. It does have battery as a service. It can change out batteries with its battery switch out stations. In under 3 minutes, you can get a brand new battery that's exchanged with this vehicle. And it's the only vehicle in the world that will do this. And so NIO has a very nice product, and I think it will do very well in the future. The second company that I did want to mention is Li Auto. Li Auto is another pioneer in the electric vehicle market. Li Auto differs a little bit from its competitors NIO and Xpeng in the sense that it produces hybrid electric vehicles. Unlike its competitors, Li Auto develops and produces hybrid electric vehicles that also include petrol engines. The main advantage of this system is that it reduces the reliance of electric charging stations, which has been a big key challenge for the industry and is responsible for the distance anxiety experienced by EV drivers. Li Auto started its production model of its first model, Li 1, in November 2019, and it has slowly been increasing its production volume as well. According to some estimates, Li could report revenue ranges of 1.4 billion, and which is about 112% growth prediction in the year 2021. Out of these three, in the short term, I think Li Auto has one of the best chances of having the highest gains, just because right now it's trading the lowest out of these three. Now, speaking of that, let's take a look at the Li stock price. As of today, it was trading at $30.11. In the past day, it looks like it has gone down by $1. In the past 5 days, we have seen a really nice increase of 9%, which is why some traders were taking some profits by the end of this week. The 1 month is the very most important trend, and is, again, you can see a very nice line of regression. that is increasing from a price of $19.55 back on May 19th, and it's steadily going up. And as you can see, it's very high of 58% increase in the past month. If we compare that to NIO, as I mentioned, NIO had an increase of 41% in the past month compared to Li Auto's 58%. So again, as you can see, the price that you're getting at for Li Auto right now tends to have a higher increase in its stock because it went down the lowest. I believe it was the most oversold. The last company I would like to talk to you about is Xpeng. Xpeng Motors is another competitor from China, and it has been very popular among investors and traders. The company incorporates its long-range cutting-edge technologies using the internet, autonomous conduction, and artificial intelligence in its models. The company was developed in 2015, and it launched a pre-series of vehicles in 2016. However, it started its first production series in October of 2017. Last year, 2020, was the greatest year for Xpeng, and it had over 326% interannual increase in vehicle deliveries. It delivered a total of 27,000 units in the year 2020, and it's increased its sales by 112% against the previous year. According to the latest financial reports, this company earned $419 million in revenues in the fourth quarter of 2020, which represents an increase of 375% over the same period of 2019, and a 41% from the third quarter of 2020. Like NIO, Xpeng just came to the market in the United States, and it has had a really nice run-up. And let's take a look at their stock. So in the past day, Xpeng has traded at $45.23, and it has been trading mostly sideways. In the past 5 days, it had a really nice increase of 5%. However, in the past 1 month, its increase has been 60%, again with a very nice line of regression, with a low of $27.64, increasing beautifully up 60% in the past month. Now, I believe all three of these Chinese EV stocks are a great buy to get. I think, in my personal opinion, NIO has the best technology. Its production has been the most developed. In next year, in the year 2022, they are having two big main catalysts, in my opinion. The first being that the new luxury sedan, the ET7, will be coming out. It will be the first long-range EV sedan that they're making. It's going to be highly luxurious. It's going to have an estimated range of over 500 miles, which is going to be the first production electric vehicle to compete against Lucid's Air Dream Edition. In addition to that, it will also have its new factory being set up by the Chinese-based manufacturer JAG, which will be doubling the production vehicles from 10,000 per month to 20,000 vehicles per month starting next year. I think these two catalysts will definitely bump up their production volume and their revenue, which will increase this stock by quite a bit. Again, out of these three stocks, I think Li Auto is the least priced and has the biggest potential to go up in the shortest amount of time. It's my least favorite because it still has that component of the gasoline engine. Xpeng has been a great vehicle, and out of all these stocks, has had the biggest increase, has had the biggest 52-week high at $74.49. And so I think it has a nice potential to go back up. However, where I think its production is coming out, I think NIO has both of these beat. And moving forward, I think it's going to be great for the future. I can't wait until NIO goes into the European market because, again, the sales will increase, which will increase its stock price as well. And in the next 3 years, hopefully, NIO will come to the United States, if not earlier. So now I wanted to talk to you about what the financial analysts have to say about these stocks and their future potentials. We'll start off with my favorite, NIO. We have 8 analysts that reviewed NIO, and all 8 give it a buy, 0 hold, 0 sell. They have a price target of $62 in 12 months, which is a 32% upside. I believe that we're going to get this actually by the end of this year, just because they have so much more catalyst and potential to increase their stocks. These analysts have given the highest price target at $81 and the lowest price target of $50 in the next 12 months, with the average of $62. My second favorite stock is Xpeng. This had 5 analysts review it, and all 5 gave it a strong buy, 0 hold, 0 sell, with an upside of 10.3%, with an average price of $49.92 in the next 12 months. These analysts gave it the highest price target of $57 and the lowest price target of $43. I definitely like Xpeng as well, and as I mentioned, that this company is a very good company. However, it's not quite there yet with the production volume. However, it does have very nice potential. So it's definitely one to watch for, and I think it's a really good idea to get a little bit of shares of this stock as well. And going to my least favorite is Li Auto stock. In this short term, I think this one will be the greatest upside potential for your money. Right now, as I mentioned earlier, it has the lowest stock price out of the 3. We've had 6 analysts review this stock with a strong buy, 0 hold, 0 sell, with a 41% upside, just because this stock is trading so low at the moment. And again, looking at our analysts, the highest price target is $62. The average price target is $42.50, with the lowest price of $31, where it is right now. Again, I think all these stocks are really good stocks, and I own actually all 3 of them. Where my priority and where the highest amount of shares I have is NIO, followed by Xpeng, and I do have a little bit of Li Auto as well. But Li Auto, again, the reason why I'm not the biggest bull of it is because it's a hybrid engine, and it does have a half electric and half gas engine. And I'm really trying to get away from that, just because there's already companies out there that are doing that. And I'm looking for the best just pure electric vehicle stock. Well, I hope you like this video. Please let me know what stock you like out of these 3, and which stock that you think will have the best chances of making the highest amount of money, and which company do you think is the best in your opinion. I would really like to hear from you. I would also like to thank everybody for all their support. We've had a really nice subscription count, and I'm very happy that the subscription numbers are increasing. Therefore, I would like to ask you to please continue to send this to your family, your friends, your neighbors. Please give me that thumbs up. It'll share this video with others on the YouTube algorithm, and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I put down a link down below. It'll give you 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300 on Webull. They just now increased it from $1,850. And if you use the Coinbase link, if you deposit $100, you get $10 of cryptocurrency in trading. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, and I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.